So, I have been lazy about my video making, but I got a really good idea today about an idea for making a video. Duh. So I'm Dawn. I am a superstar consultant with Scentsy Family, and I had a teammate ask, like, how do you organize and balance like your Scentsy life with everything else? So a little about me. I do not do Scentsy full time yet. But I have a day job that I work anywhere from 30 to 39 hours a week. It just depends on what I have going on. And then I also got my real estate license last summer and am working on that business. Plus I have Scentsy. Plus I'm just me, so I've got a lot of things going on in my life. So we're all crazy, right? Like, we think that as we get older, like, our lives will get easier, and they just get crazier and more chaotic. So my life is no different. I don't have kids, though. That's my one thing. But oh, he just walked away. I was like, I do have an ornery cat. So we even have fur babies, right? So I just wanted to kind of go over what I have done because I really feel like what you put into your business, you're going to get out of it. And I know we're all busy and it's hard. Sometimes, like, Scentsy takes the back burner. But if you put effort into it, maybe take your free time and put it into some Scentsy stuff. One, you're going to make some money, and two, maybe the things that are making Scentsy the back burner will be able to take a back burner themselves while Scentsy moves forward. You'll be able to shift that paradigm. So I realized that I had to be really organized in order to get anywhere. And I'm not organized. Like, I can show you my office right now. In fact, I will. I'll show you my office right now. I'll show you I'm not organized. This is my desk that I'm, like, talking to you from. It is anything but organized. You can't even see the top of it. Look, there's mailing supplies. There's samples being made. So I am anything but organized in that aspect. Not at all. But what I do is organize my time. So I went and I made a list. Let's see if I can show you. Let me dig to the bottom of my disorganization here. And I'm going to show you. I made a list of everything that I knew I needed to get done in my Scentsy day, week, month, all of that jazz. So I love Passion Planner. This is not them promoting me in any way, shape, or form, but I have two, and I love them, and they're really neat. So, if you want a planner suggestion, they're my favorite. So what I did is I made a list. This is my list that I made initially of weekly things that I need to do and monthly things that I need to do for my business. You can even go further than that. You can do bi-weekly. You can do biannually, like things like new catalog stuff. You can do all of that. So don't be afraid to divide that out, but make a list of everything that you know is going to need to get done in those time frames. It'll help. Even things that you maybe want to get done in those time frames. Booking a party every week, doing passing out samples to 10 people every week. But then do all your normal stuff too. If you're a person who likes to do mail, make sure you write down your customer mail, your team mail, scheduling social media stuff, customer follow-ups, even scheduling, like I put cleaning up my office every week. If you're a video person, write that in there. Organizing your finances and making sure those are in line, put that in there. Whatever you need to do weekly, monthly, yearly, make sure you make those lists. That's going to be step one. And then what I did is I wrote out just the days of the week, Monday through Sunday, because that's what my work schedule details is Monday through Sunday. So I that's how my week runs in my head. I know that I always have Wednesdays and Sundays off at my day job. So at the very minimum, I always have Wednesdays and Sundays off. hence why I'm making a video on Wednesday. And so then I wrote in, like, I know on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, if I'm working a full week, that I'm going to be off by 2 at the latest. So I have the morning cleared out till 2. But then I have those tasks that need broken down put into my day. So my weekly tasks. Is that then I have, like, Mondays, I clean up my office and I look at my social media stuff and get everything scheduled. On Tuesdays, I have been bad at this one, but I need to get back on track. On Tuesdays, I've been doing more teamy stuff on Tuesdays because I've had a lot of team stuff that I needed to do. But Tuesdays are training Tuesdays for me. So creating a YouTube video for my team and posting it on YouTube, which is what I'm doing on Wednesday. So don't worry about that. Yesterday I had a migraine, so my week shifted a little bit. Wednesdays then are my full day off. So Wednesdays I get a lot of stuff caught up, but I also make sure all my team stuff gets done that day. Team mail, team woohoos. I have some one-on-ones that day. Anything team related happens, as well as catching up. Hence why the video is getting done Wednesday, because I had to catch up on Tuesday. Thursday I have is my customer day. So I do follow-ups. I do thank you cards. I get a party scheduled for the week if I don't have one. I work on making sure all my team building packets are made and ready and sent out if they need to be. I work on samples and monthly specials, things that need to go out to my customers. And then Fridays are, I restock all my things. So Fridays I work on samples because I make like a batch pile of them so that I have them as I work throughout the week. So if I need more samples, Fridays I make samples. I work on business cards and postcards, making sure I have enough of those. Otherwise I order them. Get on Vistaprint and put in your email and get their emails. They send discount codes a lot. I replenish my recruiting packets, my new team member stuff. I make sure my mobile office for my car is restocked, and any host packets that I need to restock. So I just restock all of my supplies on Fridays. And then Saturdays I have as another catch-up day, so that I can fill in any blanks that need to be done throughout the week. And then Sunday I take the full day off. Like I'll post like a couple things. Usually I have them scheduled, but for the most part Sundays I take off because Dan and I both have off, my boyfriend. And that way we actually have a day that we're together and off. And my goal on the weekdays is that I'm done by 5:30, because that's about the time Dan gets home. And that way the evenings, for the most part, unless I have a one-on-one scheduled with my team, that the weekend or the evenings are also for me and Dan and recharging, because I'm not really good at giving myself me time. You just heard how busy I am and how much time I have in my life, which is basically negative hours. So like I tried to write this all up so that it forced me to take some me time and not be so stressed out. So and even into that, you can write personal stuff, grocery shopping, cleaning, laundry, workouts, whatever other stuff you do. Make sure you write that in as well. Monthly stuff just fits into those daily things. So like I have like booking a number of parties a month. That's in my customer follow-up day. Scent of the month mails in my customer follow-up day, sample makings in my restock day. So all those kinds of things are in my weekly schedule stuff. And I just have a note of them so I don't forget them when things come around. So that's what I do. I also, you'll hear people talk about binders, and mine are not done yet. Mine's a kind of a version of that, but I just got all the stuff for it because I hadn't really done much. So mine aren't cutely labeled or anything. This is my team binder though, and I printed out, I made like a consultant information sheet, So that way I can, when a consultant joins my team, I can put them in here. There's some note paper behind each one so that I can keep notes when we're doing one-on-ones or when I know things are going on. So that way I can follow up on stuff. So I do have a team binder. And then I have this big fatty, which I still need to put forms in and things because like I said, I'm just building it. But it's got my goal tracker. This is from the workstation. And then it's got a tab for everything. Social media, team mailings, trainings, customer follow-up, restock and clean, and hostess coaching. So kind of like all the different things that are in my weekly schedule. And in that, I have forms and stuff that I'm printing out. So that way I have like checklists. I like checklists. I like being able to check things off and be like, I got something accomplished. And so that way every week I can go in and do that. And I'm doing mine as like 4 of them because there's 4 weeks in a month typically. I might do 5 because some months, every once in a while, a month I'll have 5. But and I'm going to laminate 5 sheets in each category. So that way, like week 1, 2, 3, 4, and sometimes 5, I'll have their own sheet that I can just check off. And then the next month I can go in and erase it and check it off again. So that way I can just reuse stuff. I don't have to kill a whole bunch of trees. But I do have that where it'll be like a more formal checklist of the checklist I showed you in my planner. I will show you. I'll show you an unfinished week of passion planner, so you can kind of see. This is a completely empty one. I get the blank ones because that's what I like. And so that's just what I do. But I'll show you a blank page. But like it literally lets you write in the date, the time. It's all broken down by hours. There's like goal setting stuff on it, a place to just like let your brain out, make lists. And that's why I like this one because it's a lot more flexible. There's also monthly layouts in it, so you can kind of do both months and weeks. And on the monthly layout ones, there's even a page afterwards for like reflecting on your month and how it went for you. So I like things that are like goal setting things and stuff like that, where I can kind of like work my brain. And this one you can be as artistic or unartistic as you really want to be. But yeah, so that's Passion Planner, just in case you're wondering what planner I use. I think that's everything. But all I would say is dedicate your time that you can. So I look out and that my schedule is really weird. My day schedule, I go to work at 5:30. The latest I'm off is 2. So I have hours in the afternoon to work before like Dan gets home and I don't have kids. But figure out when in your day you have the ability. Do you have kids? Do they have nap time? Maybe that hour or whatever they're at nap time is when you need to utilize your Scentsy time. So what can you fit into that time? But really it takes you writing down what you need to do and then breaking it up into this chunks of time you have throughout your days so that at the very least, I know when I sit down on Mondays, I know that I'm going to work on social media stuff and I'm going to work on cleaning up my office, right? At least when I sit down on Tuesdays, I know I'm going to work on training stuff and some team stuff. At least when I sit down on Wednesdays, I'm going to go through all my team woohoo things. So I know at very minimum, I'm getting those things done every day because that's what I have set up. And those are all income producing things for me and my team. So don't fill your space with nonsense. Sit down and write it out, think about it, and divide it up into the time that you have available. Scentsy should fit into your life, not your life fitting into Scentsy. So if you have any questions, comment below, but I hope this is helpful. I love you guys. Have a happy Wednesday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.